Hey. What it do, everybody? What it do once again? This is KC Boxing Network. And I be working. Yes, this is my second video this morning. But I feel that it's the most important video. Now, we will talk about this at 12:30 p.m. Central Time today. But I want to give you all a clarification of actually what happened, why it happened, and who it happened to, and pretty much the lying machine carries on in the sport of boxing for 2021. Spearheaded by none other than Bob Arum and Eddie fucking Hearn. They both, excuse my French. Matter of fact, I'm sorry. No, don't excuse my French. They're a bunch of fuck-ups. That's what they are. And I'm going to explain it to you. Because, see, ain't no use of me sitting there trying to memorize this shit. All right? I'm 54 years old. I can't remember what I had for breakfast, let alone memorize this old lying-ass shit. Sometimes, I told you, a liar have to have a strong memory. So what we're going to do right now is jump right into this. All right? We jump right into this Manny Pacquiao versus Terrence Crawford. Dead deal. The deal is dead. All right? Funding for Dubai never came through. All right? Now, Eddie Hearn said it did. Remember? That was after the 80-20 so-called split. Dumbass. Ain't nobody gonna fall for that shit. But anyway, let me explain it to you. All right? And that way, I don't have to explain it to you at 12:30, but we still gonna touch on it. All right? Now, the fight negotiations between Manny Pacquiao and Terrence Bud Crawford have imploded. All right? And that's after Dubai investors failed to come up with the money for the fight. All right? Now, Pacquiao had signed his portion of the contract, but Crawford didn't sign his part. And I don't blame him. But with the money never materializing from Dubai, it makes it immaterial that Crawford didn't sign. There was never any reason for him to sign. Oh well. It's no to the next one for Crawford. Now, Mike Comprehender reports the news of the Pacquiao-Crawford deal is now effectively dead, which leaves both fighters without a match and having wasted months. The fight was supposed to have taken place in the UAE. All right? Yeah. Now, let me explain something to you. Bud Crawford, he wasn't chasing Earl Spence. He was chasing more of Manny Pacquiao. Now, maybe some people have that crush on Manny Pacquiao. Many people have that. Oh, he's a legend. He's a future Hall of Famer. Oh, he's an 8 division fighter and champion. I want to fight him. Win or lose, I want to fight him just to be in there with greatness. That's not greatness. You 42 years old. That's beating up on greatness. That's beating up on an old fucking man in the sport of boxing. But in life, it's not old. We all see through this shit, Manny. We all know you're trying to get a bag so you can take your ass home and live happily ever after. But that's not going to happen. Because, see, Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford are the only two that comes with that type of press or that kind of payday or payout, I might say. and pay-per-view also. Now, the 33-year-old WBO welterweight champion Crawford, 37-0, will have to go with his plan B, with supposedly Sean Porter. But he don't want that action. Terrence Bud Crawford, and I quote and I motherfucking unquote, he don't like to fight on the inside. And let me tell you why. Because he can't. That's why. Everybody too goddamn busy talking about what he can do. Let me tell you what he can't do. And Sean Porter like to make it messy. He don't want no part of that. Earl did. But I'm not here or there to take no sides. I'm just here to state the facts. Terrence Crawford is a damn good fighter. Now, I can't say that right now again, because he haven't fought and showed me shit. But sometimes when you know how to ride a bike, you never forget. Now, let me keep this shit moving. Now, if Crawford doesn't fancy the fight with Porter, which probably not, he can also accept the challenge from the young gun, number 2, Virgil Ortiz Jr., which he had been elevated to number 1, who called him out last month after stopping his stablemate, former WBO light welterweight champion, Maurice Mighty motherfucking my ass, please, Hooker, in the 7th round of March the 20th. After the fight, Crawford rejected the notion of a fight with Ortiz. But perhaps at the time, he naively assumed that he had Pacquiao fight in the bag. You never assume. And I'm talking straight up with y'all today. You never assume any goddamn thing that involves Bob Arum. I don't understand some boxers. You have to do your research. Social media is everywhere. I mean, you got the big 3, of course, Facebook and YouTube and Instagram, all that shit. But you got other social media sites that would expose this motherfucker Pamper Bob. Right down the line, from the time he stole from Muhammad Ali to the time he stole from Manny Pacquiao. They would have had it all the way down. Whoa, somebody talk to me. But I'm going to tell you right now, like I said in my live stream, you okay when you're coming up in the ranks. Oh, you okay when you win 5 in a row. Oh, you okay. Oh, wow. When you are the champion and you unified. Then, when you move up, all that shit ceases to stop. See, he's the type of promoter. You doing good, he gonna get on the boat with you. But then you gonna reach that plateau. Then he gonna hop off and get on the speedboat. Cause why? Cause he's gonna cut you off. He gonna cut you off right before that happens. So that's what I'm saying. But anyway, sorry about that. Okay. But anyway, so that's what he's gonna do. All right. Now, after the fight, Crawford rejected the notion of a fight with Ortiz. All right. That was my daughter. Sorry about that. But perhaps at the time, he naively assumed that he had the Pacquiao fight in the bag. Now, remember, he was telling everybody, and even Sean Porter, be on hold. Be on hold. You never, and I repeat, once again, and I can say it as nicely as I can, for future fighters, I get it. Oh, I get it. You need a promoter to get you the fights. Then once you get the fights, And once you start winning the fights, and when you start getting the belts and start winning the belts, it's time for you to think about leaving. Because Bob Arum is going to put that little bubble around you. He's going to put that little trap around you. He's going to put that little rope around you. You know how they put around dogs and let dogs go all the way like almost a block, but he still got a motherfucking handle on you? That's how he's going to do. All right? Then he going to reel your ass in. He going to reel you in. All right? He going to reel you in. All right? That's Bob Arum. Now, it's all become clear that Crawford won't be getting the fight. All right? We already know that with the Filipino star. Now, remember, he said it. I didn't. Filipino star. So he's going to have to make a tough decision on whether to take on the dangerous Ortiz Jr. or Sean Porter, or one of the top ranks, little known welterweights. Unfortunately, it's too late for Mr. Kavaliakis, all right, to be trotted out for another fight with Crawford, who hurt him, all right? Who hurt him? Other words, motherfucking green salad ain't trying to toss his salad with Terrence Crawford no more, if you know what I mean. Wink, motherfucker, wink, wink. Now, he's no longer with top rank anyway. Now, Crawford needs to bite that bullet. Listen to me, y'all. Listen to me, my content creators, all right? Crawford needs to bite that bullet and take the fight with Virgil Ortiz or Porter, and make sure that Bob Arum puts a rematch clause in the contract. What I've been telling you all. Right now, they're not telling you nothing I haven't told you. Every champion, everyone that has a belt, I always use Jamel Charlo as an example. You must always put a rematch clause in there. If you don't have a rematch clause, then no goddamn fight. All right? No fight. Because you have to have a chance, just in case you lose, to retain your belt back. And Jamel did it all the way to a T. He got his belt back, and he got a knockout. You can't ask for no more than that. But you have to be willing. You have to be willing to get your ass in there and fight somebody. Now, I get it. We all waiting on an Earl Spence fight. We all waiting on a Terrence Crawford fight. But Bud is doing what he's supposed to do. I'm not a Bud fan. I'm a Charlo fan. So therefore, Bud is doing what he's supposed to do. He's fighting everybody they put in front of him. He's fighting the tough guys. He's fighting the guys that's kind of mediocre. But he's fighting. And he's fighting big and hard. He was in a car accident in Dallas, Texas. He was hurt severely. He didn't have no rehab. His rehab was his mind and his gym. That was his rehab. Getting back to punching and getting back to going to the body and getting back to being motherfucker EJ. Put it that way. Then they say, well, who you want to tune up with? I don't want nobody. I'm going straight at Danny Garcia. One of the hardest punchers at the welterweight division. And that's what he did. And he was victorious. And I must say, I can't say Earl Spence Jr. is back. But I can say this. Earl Spence Jr. 2.0 is back. He's back, and he's back with a vengeance. We're going to talk about this and more at 12:30. Because Bob Arum is frustrated. He's tired of all the lies. And like I said on my thumbnail for today, we want to go ahead and get Wilder. We're going to go ahead and get him his third fight, allegedly. Remember, allegedly. Oh, remember, allegedly. I am KQ. KC Boxing Network. If you like the content of this video, and I know it's long, but I had to explain it to you step by step, inch by inch, and block by block. because that's what I do. I research my shit. I don't just throw nothing up here. So with that in mind, hit the like bell. Like, subscribe, and also hit the bell icon so that way, every time I come on, every time I do a video, I want you to give it a thumbs up and check it out. So with that, we head into the home stretch of the last week in April. So with that, I will see you at 12:30. And I greet you with the ancient word of peace. Assalamu alaikum. Salaikum salam. Yes, sir. And peace be unto you. And also, I must give homage to the LDBC, the Lions Den Boston community. If you didn't know, well, goddamn, you know now. And with that, I'm out of here, and I'm on to the next one. Peace and love.